On YouTube, Roy
complained
about his earbuds being tangled.
Yes,
but it's also Mega was happening! I want to talk about national days, too. Today is National...
I don't think I've seen that one before.
National Answer the Telephone Like Buddy the Elf.
Are we talking a real telephone, not one of these fake things that...
But we're talking about... Have you ever seen the movie Elf? Best Christmas movie, like, in the world ever to exist.
I think so.
If not, you, like, we just can't be friends anymore. It's also Roast Suckling Pig Day.
Okay.
What is a suckling pig?
Suckling usually means feeding from the mom.
And they roast it? Really?
Well, yeah, it's probably a baby
Okay,
pig.
well, that just makes me sad. So we're going to end it on a National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. And National Underdog Day.
No, Underdog? You mean the cartoon character Underdog?
I don't know. If it makes you happy, yes.
You do national days on that?
Well, do you really want me to find out?
Underdog.
I mean, I will. I don't know if it's a cartoon or if it's just... an underdog day, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if it was a cartoon underdog or just being an underdog as in behind the odds.
Well, this doesn't want to load, so we're going to go ahead and go on Facebook, and I'll get back to the answer in a minute, okay? 1:30 never. Maybe. It really doesn't load.
How come you're not in the picture?
I don't know.
That's because he moved the cam.
I was in it a minute ago.
No, you're not in the cam. There's that funky slide guitar music that comes on every Monday through Friday, live at 5. At that, as I'm tangled up and all that mess is going on. I don't know if I think we're going to have to move the camera here in a second.
No, it's fine.
There it goes. Of that. There we go. As we're moving things around on this stuff. Yeah, again, in the ongoing saga of moving studios, we readjusted some equipment and stuff on that. So, welcome our audience on IE Newswire, on Facebook, Twitch, and who's already been hooked up on
YouTube. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and share us all over your world.
Of that. And again, I encourage you to go look at the YouTube. We fire that off first, and the first couple of minutes of that are some of the best segments I think we do each and every day. They're completely different.
Today I was a little sad. That's all right.
Well, sometimes that reality button that hits you in the face.
Sometimes I need to check the date before I read that. But nothing like just going for it.
The cute little piggies.
Okay, give it away.
Of that.
So sad.
Yes. Oh, another news jam-packed day of what's going on. We're going to first start off with some absolutely fabulous news. Hopefully. I think we can all agree on this, hopefully, that we don't have a repeat of 2021 of 2020. Not that things are going that way, but there's a few bright spots in the horizon on that as it goes on. We're gonna. Can we in the future get that dinging buzzer?
That while we're on.
that annoying buzzer that goes on all across the board. Pull up number 4 real quick. This is one that I was really anticipating. Perris Auto Speedway releases 2021 schedule. Perris Auto Speedway promoter Don Kazarian and his wife Kim are pleased to announce a full racing schedule for the 25th anniversary season at the famous Riverside County Clay Oval. The 2021 season will be the busiest of track in several years. Sprint cars will supply the entertainment on a dozen nights. Past Car Series IMCA modified shows will have 13 programs, in the popular KQ Pick Apart Night of Destruction show will entertain the fans 9 times. That's World Outlaws are going to be back. Hopefully, we all know we only got to see one night of the first race. Last year was a night of destruction. Last year was supposed to be the 25th anniversary or 25th year Perris Auto Speedway was up. Yeah, and it got canceled out, so they're going to try it again this year, and hopefully all the stupid we've been going through will be flushed out by that. It's going to start in, I believe, in March here. Let me roll it down. Yes, March 6th will be opening night, Night of Destruction, as it was in the Past Cars and the Outlaws and USAC CRA in the following 2 weeks, so it'll kind of rotate like that all across the board. Got a little video. This is a video that was made probably about 4 or 5 years ago, loud pedal of some of the things that were going on, or just some of the stuff you'll see at Perris Auto Speedway.
It's trying to control something that's unpredictable for 30 laps at a time. The glory is so high and the defeat is so low that I think it prepares you for a lot of things in life. There's a lot of challenges.
There's the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. There you go. That's just some of the action you'll see at Perris Auto Speedway in the sprint cars. We also got the Night of Destruction. There's a little, maybe we'll go through the little rotation of that, of some of the stuff that's going on at that. There's a Night of Destruction out there. You'll see at that. The Past Car Street Stocks going on. Of that, I've always said racing's a very humbling sport, and it will teach you just about any. You will learn all the emotions. You will learn all how people really are. How you will do adversity. Some of the greatest racers in the world maybe win 10% of the time, and it goes downhill from there. So you learn to work through the adversity, work through the challenges, no matter what end of the stick you're on that. Plus, it's one hell of an entertainment, sport. And I've always said this: race, a lot of people watch it on TV or watch NASCAR on TV. And even if you go, the amount of people that have seen it, seen this stuff on TV or that, or never been to a race. Racing is a sport to me that you have to see live. I mean, not that you can't enjoy it on TV or the screen, but it just does not. It does not come. You don't get near the sense. At least I don't. I don't get near the sense of everything that goes on when you're watching on TV versus being at the track, either watching it, participating in it, or whatever.
No, I agree with you 100% too. And if you don't go, you miss out on like good food.
Of that.
I'm telling you.
They have great food there. It is. It's and it's and go to the prices of most of the other things when you could go to events,
Right.
prior
It's
to.
a lot of fun too, especially the Night of Destruction. My kids, they love that event.
And the cost of it, between 15 and 20, $25 to get in this day and age is like almost nothing anymore for I mean, it's very reasonable. Entertainment, no matter you go to Perris Auto Speedway, Orange Show, Irwindale, Perris Raceway, the Speedway track, or any of them, any of the local racetracks or that, I think, those of you that haven't been, I bet you go once and you will want to go back again. It's an yes. I think a lot of people, just have gotten kind of out of the habit of going to live events and stuff, you can get me on the 3x5 screen rant and all the video games and stuff. But and not saying that that can't, but that shouldn't be the dominant part of your entertainment. I believe you should get out and do something. Hopefully, we'll have a full slate of season at Perris Auto Speedway and all the other tracks around. Hopefully, the other tracks will announce a schedule. Maybe we'll recall Gavin Newsom and get rid of all this stupid stuff that's going on, and we'll bet. Maybe we'll, like I said they've been trying to outlaw fun. We need to get rid of all the fun outlawers, get rid of them, and get back to normal activities.
I agree 100%. And I miss going out to the races. We kind of got used to doing it.
Yes.
It's nice. It's a good switch up. I'm not a huge racing fan, but you get to know the drivers, you get to know their families and everything, and then you just kind of all become friends. It's so warm and welcoming there.
I will say this: you will not, to me. You will not. People in racing, and most of them that are, I mean, if your butt's in trouble, they will drop everything in it. You call and say, "Hey, I need some help." They are like right there, and it's a whole different. And I think it's because you go through, especially especially if you get into the participation part of it. It's such a highly emotional charged atmosphere, and obviously, as you've seen the crashes and stuff, the risks in that, are
Is it bad that I like the crashes?
No,
when they're okay.
Human nature.
I never want
I've done
anyone
that.
ever getting hurt. But
I've said that.
That when they crash, you're like, yes.
But yes, it's human nature.
For the night of destruction part, not when they're racing, just race.
I've said this. I've said that people in the stands, they will say, "Oh yeah, we just want to see the races." No, what they really want to see, and you run the true emotion. They want to see you. They want to see you wipe that thing all over the speedway. They want to see you walk out of it and cheat death.
Yes, definitely.
But they want to see
100%.
that. I mean, that's the big attraction of that. And I will say, just go look at NASCAR, Talladega, Daytona, where they crash 20 or 30 cars every race. Biggest ratings that they are. Actually, probably the most technological, hardest thing, difficult to do is the road races. And they're usually the lowest rated on the scale, and it does that. I mean, people will do that, but that's the attraction of the sport. It's human nature. It's in our DNA. It really shouldn't be nothing to apologize about, but people we've created these norms in societies, or you shouldn't be that. People just can't be people anymore. And when we when you don't do that or say that, or really what it is, that's what I think where we get into big trouble on this, where we deny the reality of the situation. A few of us understand that or convey that, probably even less of us convey that out there. But as I have been for probably practically my whole life, I tell it like it is. I mean, the way I see it, as the data and the science and everything is.
Really?
Of that, yes. And that's really the appeal of the sport. It's the appeal of, most sporting events, the danger part of it. That's why football is big, and, boxing and everything else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess, huh? You're literally watching people beat each other up.
No kidding.
So now I don't feel so bad.
Huh. It is. And there's really nothing to be ashamed about. That's the way we are.
I just don't like anybody hurting, so it's just like, huh. And then you find out they're all right, and then you're like, yeah, let's eat again. You know what I mean? You get it.
No, I do. I mean, I've lived it. I mean, and know what the reaction is, or what.
How many times did you crash?
Oh, too many. Look at all the scars and everything.
I don't pay that much attention to you. How many cars you ruined?
Lots.
I don't think I'm going to let any of my children ever do that. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's a great sport. It needs to come back. It needs to find itself again.
Yes.
I think it will, though. I think people are starting to get...
I think so,
You know
too.
what I came across, too, an article, and I didn't send it in because it was back in 2001. Dale Earnhardt Jr., I guess Budweiser got mad at him because he had a sticker on his dashboard that had a skull and an X. But...
The skull and crossbones?
Yeah, thank you. But it was like in regards to his dad, and just like a kind of a warning and a reminder.
Right.
So I guess they got mad at him, and they made him remove it.
That was the end. That's the signs of the beginning.
So why
of the
can't
end.
you have stickers inside your car that you're driving that you're
Look,
potentially going to kill yourself in?
They made him take the Confederate, or we had the whole flap about the Confederate flag and everything else of that. It's again, if you want to say, we talked about the schools thing yesterday and all
I
that.
can see if it offends you, sorry not to cut you off, and like it pisses you off or whatever, then just don't talk to that person. Don't support that driver, that sport, athlete, whatever. Just carry on. Like, why do we have to make a huge deal about it?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's like that. People bitch about what's on the news or what's on TV or stuff. There's an off button or a channel changer.
Or a different room.
Yeah, don't, if you don't like it, nobody's forcing you to see it. Nobody's forcing, it's like the whole COVID thing. Nobody's forcing you to go to a restaurant. If you want to walk in there with no mask or whatever on the da-da-da-da-da, then that's your business.
Right.
And let's get to this. I've never been a big Judge Judy or any of them, well, I shouldn't say that. Caught myself. Those TV shows of whatever, the yada yada yada. But this is Judge Judy. That's the Fox 11 report coming up on that. Here it is. Judge Judy says she confronted a narcissist man for not wearing a mask at a hair salon. Judge Judy recently channeled her no-nonsense attitude off the air when she saw a man without a face mask at a hair salon amid the coronavirus pandemic. The famous judge and daytime star, whose real name is Judith Schendelin, revealed that in an interview to the New York Post that she recently visited a salon fully masked when she saw another patron in the establishment without a face covering. I walked up to him and he looked at me and smiled. Shillenden recalled, I was wearing my mask with a smock on, my hair was dripping wet. I said to him, do you like Judge Judy? He said, oh yes. That puts big question marks right there. And he said, not after today. And I proceeded to lace into him about respecting other people and how other people are minding you by wearing a mask. I said to him, you must be some kind of narcissist, or there's something that I don't see that makes you unique and special. I would have loved to confront Miss Judge Judy with her little attitude. First place, as you said, you don't like it? Why don't you walk your rear end out the frickin' door? Nobody's forcing you to come in here and do that, da-da-da-da-da. You didn't know if the man had a medical condition or something or made pre-arrangements in that. No, you think you're Miss Badass and you're going to start being the COVID mask police and berating people. Well, Judge Judy, come on the show.
Anthony writes in, stay on the racing subject.
Well, it is. It's because of people like Judge Judy that we didn't race hardly at all in 2020. And let's hope we get it back and everything else and restaurants and everything else open in 2021. If we got to shut people up like this dingbat broad who's on the TV all the time.
I hate it when you call people broad.
Or whatever. Why do you get calling him narcissist in this? If you were a normal person, and I could have bought it, if she'd have come up and say, hey, would you, I'd appreciate it if you put your mask on. I'm uncomfortable with that. And the guy did anyway. And he probably would have said, yeah, maybe he forgot it. Maybe he didn't. Right. But there could have been 152,000 reasons. Not come off like my blank don't stink.
Right.
And the whole thing, you want to talk about that's why I don't watch these shows, because they're egotists, like the Tom Cruise he did it again, or supposedly, he reportedly went on a tirade again on the second day and 5 people quit, as we reported yesterday, and it's stuck up, in my opinion, egotists, with their head in the clouds, think they're better than everybody else, that is what's a big, large part of what's killing society today.
Broad. No, I'm just kidding.
See, now you're in the swing of things.
No, I don't like that word. But, I mean, use it, whatever. I don't care.
But
anyways.
now you're using
I'm just
it.
going to turn you off. No, I'm just kidding. No, like you said, why couldn't she have just kindly asked, hey, put on a mask, not let's go down this whole rendition of do you like this person or this TV show? I mean, that's just, that right there, when people act like that, that type of attitude bothers me.
Yes. I mean,
like, that's rude. There's so many ways. But in the moment, maybe she's pissed off because maybe she's trying to keep herself alive and healthy. Maybe she has health risks that we don't know about. So I can see where you're offended in a sense of this person doesn't care about your well-being and your health. But how many people are on this planet? We can't care about every single person on here. You got to care about yourself and your family, not every single person.
I mean, she is rich enough. She could fly foo-foo French guy or whatever who glides into the place. Fly him in from that, yada, 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 to cut her hair and do that. She doesn't even have to go out to do this. I mean, she's got enough means to do whatever. If she's uncomfortable with that, or that, and she's 78, maybe she's in a high-risk factor. If she is, right. Why is she out there anyway?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe she's upset that, she's trying to keep herself alive and people are disrespecting her and all that.
Then why
totally get it. But have that person go to your home.
Yes. Why is she in the hair salon possibly exposing herself? The hypocrisy of this is just dripping of what? And that's what I'm tired of. From no matter what. Joe Biden with his, can't even hardly talk. Gavin Newsom with his $1,000 lobbyist to plate of dinners, yada, yada, yada. I just heard it from a friend of mine today. Talked to him. He said, this Gavin Newsom thing, I'm selling my house out of California and I'm leaving. He says, I'm done with it. He says, I can't even enjoy myself. I can't go anywhere. I can't hunt fish. I don't even know if I can go outside. It's driving me crazy. I'm sitting in a house.
If I can go outside.
Yeah, I'm sitting in my house. He's a retired guy. Should be enjoying life.
Right.
He said, I'm sitting in my house, afraid to do anything. People are just all uptight. Right. He says, I'm done. I can't, and
that's where it's sad too. Like you feel okay. You feel good enough to go outside, but then if you go outside, then you're nervous that you're going to get to stay inside, but then you feel fine. It's frustrating.
And it was, I'm going to say like 10, 15 years ago, most people that moved out of California for whatever reason, job, I'd say like 80, 90% of them moved back. It's too cold over there, ain't making enough money, yada, yada, yada. Then it started, they were leaving and they never come back. Then it started exiting, then maybe once a month. Then, down a couple of years ago, like maybe every couple of weeks, down to a week. I'm almost hearing it daily. Somebody I know is saying, I just sold my house or I'm putting it for sale. I'm out of here. I'm done with this.
I don't blame them.
It's, and I mean, look at Elon Musk, second richest guy in the world, said out. Hewlett Packard. He's going to take it. He's going to take the Tesla factory and the SpaceX deal down in El Segundo down to Texas. You watch. That's going to be gone. Hewlett Packard, Oracle, the big software maker, gone. Toyota recently moved out. On and on. McKesson, the one that's distributing the vaccine, they moved out of San Francisco in 2018. Duh. And Hair Gel caught himself. He said, well, yeah, he was on there a week ago. Well, yeah, McKesson's delivering this, and they were California. Oh, well, they were a California company. Yeah, they aren't anymore because of a-holes like you, Gavin Newsom. Taxing. You want to tax the rich? They're going to, you know what? They're going to get on their jets, their limousines and whatever, and they're going to roll right out of here. They got enough ability to organize their affairs to beat your ass. They're they're the ones that are
bar soap in your mouth by the end of the
show. No, they're the ones that finance you, like Getty. Getty financed all your wineries and stuff. You ain't risked a dime in your frickin' life. What?
I'm trying to move you along to our stories. That's my way of cutting off. Next.
This is a little glimmer of hope.
Well, say hi to Susan from Harupa Valley.
Hi to Susan from Harupa Valley. Okay, glad you're watching.
Wow, I couldn't say that in grumpier, but all right.
This is the day Roy does nothing right.
Aw, you're having a bad day, huh?
No, according to you.
What did I say you're doing wrong? I'm just telling you.
Well, you said I couldn't have said that any more grumpier.
I'm just saying. You sound grumpy. Now you double sound grumpy
We
because
brought
now you're
you-
complaining about it.
We brought you the story last night. The San Diego judge that said, that said, strip clubs, the strip club owners sued, said, hey, we're not spreading this stuff. You have no evidence that we're doing it. The government attorney said, brought out the 5,000 body bags. We're all going to die. The judge said, you have not presented any evidence, any science or data that strip clubs or serving food or people eating in restaurants or whatever are in any substantial part of spreading coronavirus. So he said strip clubs were open. And it was breaking a little bit last night if it wasn't confirmed, but he expanded that order to all restaurants in San Diego. Here is a little report on KPBS in San Diego. Here we go.
To some extent. Then, Thursday afternoon, Wolfville clarified his position.
But the court's intention is that all businesses which provide restaurant service, meaning all restaurants in the County of San Diego, are encompassed within the scope of the court's order. It's not limited to plaintiffs who also provide restaurant service, but it is intended to encompass all restaurants within the County of San Diego.
San Diego.
That was pretty darn clear. He expanded it from the ones because that was the gentlemen's clubs, strip clubs that were on there that were they said we're serving food and obviously alcohol and blankety blank 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 and whatever else goes on in there. But he's further reiterated that and came out and said, okay, I'm going to clarify this. I'm opening up all restaurants in San Diego County. Anybody that's serving food in San Diego County, you are now off these stupid lockdown restrictions. Have a good day.
That's awesome. We need to go to San Diego.
Yes.
No, I think that's great. Girls need to eat too. They don't want to go to strip clubs. Thank you.
Well, they have the ones for the chicks too.
Yeah, but were those open?
Yeah.
I feel like they were all at the other one.
No, strip club's a strip club.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the...
But there's not really any for is there strip clubs for chicks? I've never looked into it. I would never, but is there?
Yes.
Around here, though? Oh, I shouldn't say that. Good for you if that's your job. But that's not my thing.
Well, they are, let's say this. Usually they'll have them like one night or something, like on a Wednesday or something a lot of them will do that because...
You know what, I take that back. I think I have seen an ad for it at a casino one
Pretty
time.
soon we're getting you the admission.
No,
I was in one of those
the
one
Thunder.
time.
Shut up.
I was putting the dollar bills
Is that what that guy was doing?
in the Speedo.
I didn't know what was going on. No. I've never been to a strip club, ever. Male or female. They just make me feel uncomfortable.
I
However,
agree. I think the whole concept is kind of dumb, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, if it's your thing, it's your thing.
hey, but some of those women, man, they get through college and everything.
Oh yeah, there's some of them make a pretty penny at that.
Which I'm not knocking it. Hey, if that's what you want to do.
No, I don't either.
Good
I mean,
if
if you want to go in there and do that, or you want to work there, I'm very free market oriented. If that's I would legalize prostitution like they do in 7 counties up in a lot of counties up in Nevada. In all of it.
I wonder why you would.
Well, I mean, what? Why should? I mean, I think they should regulate it. Testing and all that. So you don't have sexually transmitted diseases and stuff. I would rather have that than hookers walking up and down the street and everything
Right.
else.
Exactly.
And then knock down on that. But if people want to partake in that,
They're going to do it whether it's
yes,
legal or not.
Prohibition didn't work in alcohol. It's never worked in this. It's better. Sometimes you can't induce your moral, ethical, whatever values on somebody else, and you should. I mean, if they're not bothering you, what two people are doing behind closed doors or whatever, if they're mutually consenting to it, however it goes, really, and it's not bothering you or government's business or anybody.
I agree with you 100%. I really do. Not that I would partake in any of that or make that my career.
Yeah, that's your
but like
choice.
you're saying, it should be.
Yes, it should be your choice.
And like you're saying too, I mean, you're going to do it regardless if it's legal or
Yes,
not.
I'd rather not have them walking
Hi,
around
Sean.
and messing up the hotels.
Hey guys, hi Stephanie.
There you go, and all that. And,
That 1 minute.
and creating. We have it in practically every community. We have it up and down Sunnymead Boulevard and whatever, and that around
yeah,
the
we
motels
do.
and all that stuff. And your kids got to see that. If it was off somewhere else or that, you could not go
Like
down.
bunny ranches, are those legal?
In few counties up in Nevada, yes.
Why do they call them a bunny ranch though? Let's not get into this, Cameron. Because they do it like bunnies?
Because of their fluffy tails.
What? I don't get what's so funny, but I'm just gonna laugh with you anyways because I want to.
30
I want to
seconds.
join the fun.
Oh my! Talk about fun coming up on here. Some of the stuff.
Oh,
you
we
come
gotta
up
do
with
my commercial thing, my video.
of
I worked
that.
so hard on that. We gotta do it. Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't mean to hit you.
Here we go, 10 seconds. .com.
OEM Supply King. We got it!
IE Newswire Daily is on the air. The following is a paid program. Views and claims expressed are those of the program producer and are not endorsed by the station.
There's that funky slide guitar music that comes on every Monday through Friday at 5:30 on the money at 1490 AM, broadcasting all over the AM dial. Joining our video audience, which starts live at 5 on IE Newswire, on Twitch, Facebook, and
On YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and share us all over your world and planet.
Universe.
Yeah.
Into the
You
big
might
black
be-
dark
you might be
holes.
somewhere else on a different.
Yes, that we've
On
been in
Mars.
of this whole
Wouldn't that be cool if we
2020.
broadcasted it off Mars?
I thought you didn't want to go.
I don't. I said I'd let you go first. I'll go after though.
Right. What would be the big? I mean, why not do it in the first shot?
Kind of like the people that are getting the shots first. Everybody's kind of sitting back watching.
There you go. That we'll cover that in a couple of good ones on the vaccine. I say this.
I'm
whole,
so torn and confused on what to believe anymore these days.
well. Again, it's all a bunch of baloney on that.
You know what? I don't like bologna either.
Of that.
I really don't.
Do we have the video of the toy drive? Of that?
We will in a minute.
Yeah, we on Wednesday we were out at Dory's Bar and Grill and had a fabulous time. Thank everybody that brought in tons of toys, filled up the old unit on that with full of stuff. Then kids will be getting a enjoyable Christmas, and especially in this year, which on top of that, with all the goofy stuff that was going on, there's going to be kids that are not going to have a Christmas. A lot of them that wouldn't, not of any fault of their own.
Right.
So with the what's the toy drive?
ABC7 Spark of Love.
Spark of Love. Yeah, I always want to say something different. Spark
you
of
do.
Love on that toy drive. And if not, still, up until Christmas Eve, you can drop off a toy at any fire station in California, and they will get it to a needy child of that. Here's a little
With
bit.
it was
Okay.
a great act with such little effort and timing. It was last minute. I mean,
Yeah.
it was great. I couldn't have been happier. And thank you to the community for coming together and helping us out with that.
Here you go. I'm sure you have loved this.
Yep.
There's more of the fabulous turnout. There's Janae of that was Stephanie and me. big box. You can see all the toys that were donated over Saturday night, or I mean Wednesday night. They were loading them in the unit. There's Lana, who works PR at that. Boy, you really liked the video, didn't you? Nope. That was a great event, and you did a great job on that. But in less than a week, putting that all together and
literally last minute. And thank you to the local fire department too for helping me out and getting me that box, so that way we had something to put it all in. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
A lot of fun.
And
Dory's also does offer karaoke every Wednesday, so that's why those three were taking over the mic and belting it that night.
That was Laura Martin, which you've seen on the show with when it'll be coming up on that with her daughter Candace, who sells the Girl Scout cookies on that. And a lot of folks out there, a lot of toys donated, and like I say, on a short notice of that. But it really is important, I think, this year, especially, since the firefighters can't do their stuff at truck and, out in front of the stores and stuff, which, brought a lot of toys into that, and they're not able to do that this year because of the madness going on. We all need to chip in and dig a little deeper and help them out a little bit so they can have the ability, because they do a great job every year bringing some Christmas cheer to some needy kids that wouldn't have it otherwise.
Exactly.
Thanks for everybody that donated toys.
Thank you, Diane, for the compliment.
Yes, everybody who donated toys, Dory's for putting the venue up, and Stephanie for putting it all together.
Of course. Thanks for letting me use your platform to share it. It worked out great. More time, more planning, more preparation. I think that we can make it a little bit bigger. Right?
Yes. Hopefully, like we said, we did it at the top of the show. On that, Perris Auto Speedway announced their new schedule for 2021. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled like it did this year. They will have their 25th celebration, and everything will be opened up. The judge opened up restaurants and strip clubs in San Diego County. We need everybody back to work, back to normal. All the scare tactics and everything, the world's coming to an end, stuff has got to go immediately. If not, we can't take this stuff anymore. On top of that, and I mean, again, the report that came out yesterday, where in LA County, the teachers, nurses, a grocery store, and other workers are advocating for a complete total lockdown of all of January. In that, you people are nuts. I mean, we can't.
A total lockdown in January?
Yes, they want to shut LA County completely down.
Again? We're going through that again?
Yes.
Are we doing that right now? I don't even know what's going on anymore in this world.
I'm
just living life. That's all I'm doing.
Again, I think, like you said, I think the civil disobedience thing is...
Because then you go out and nothing's closed. People are still out. People are still doing stuff. I'm so confused.
I have no idea what the...
Get the vaccine. Don't get the vaccine. The vaccine's coming. The vaccine's not coming. What do you do?
Here's speaking of vaccines...
I know, you're welcome.
This is a video of a nurse that went viral. She was one of the ones they've been trotting. The first one was in Orange County that got it in the U.S. and they've been trotting this out. All of this. This is what happened. I can't remember. Did it say where this happened? Oh, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Nurse manager Tiffany Dover was okay and spoke with a local station WTVC, saying she has a condition where she often faints and feels pain. She just gotten the COVID vaccine, and this is what happens.
She says it's common for her.
Where is... Oh.
We are excited to get the vaccine. We are in the COVID unit, so therefore, my team will be getting first chances to get the vaccine. And I know that it's really... I'm sorry, I'm feeling really dizzy. I'm sorry.
There she goes. For those of you on the radio, she's kind of she's walking over, and then bam, she hits the ground. As they're working on her. Well, if you're going to faint, probably the hospital is the best place to do it.
Exactly. And I mean, they helped get her down gently, so she didn't hurt herself or anything like that, which is a blessing. But, I mean, how scary.
Of all this stuff,
that does not make me want to say, go ahead, I'm ready.
Yeah, that makes you want to run down there and get... I mean, I've never had a flu shot or any of those goofy things that are done that. I mean, I've had a tetanus shot. You know, I do that because I'm always cutting myself or doing this.
Really?
Yes, of doing that. So I mean, I'm not 100. I don't think they're 100%. You know, a bad thing. I think you overdo it. I think you're trying to do Mother Nature, especially in this of that. I'm wondering. As Dr. Kelly Victory said on the show, they've ran this out so fast. What are going to be the implications? We've never really done anything like this before of that without studying it and stuff because you're playing with fire on this stuff. You know, you don't know how the reaction is of some of this stuff. And some of the reports that have been coming out, even in the trials of that, I don't know if they're true or not, but, you know, we might be...
I heard people's faces, what is it called? Where they, like, get paralyzed?
Yes.
From the shot. Like, moments after getting the shot.
Yes.
That's scary.
The whole thing is weird. Now, are you even really getting the shot, or is this all a big show? Here's another one of that captured on...
Now, watch closely.
Fox 14, yes. Watch closely as he's doing this on the... As the guy... This is another nurse or healthcare worker or whatever that, you know, whatever he's doing on that in El Paso, Texas, going across. Here's another one going. We'll give it a shot. See if we can do that. After the ad plays on this.
Make it bigger that way. Wait.
Yeah. Well, when it'll. Yeah. Look real closely when we pop up the video on this thing, because tell me if you think that he really did get the shot. That's what the big deal is. This is another one that went viral. If they're putting this stuff all on as a show, here we go. Look at the guy's finger over the deal. He never pushes it down.
All right. Nurse number 3, please.
So there you go. Now you, if I remember correctly, you were at one time certified as a needle stabber.
A phlebotomist.
Yes.
Yes.
I couldn't say that, so I say needle stab. Now, again,
that was like...
you have expertise in that.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
Of that. But, I mean, did that guy get a shot?
Okay, so you're never trained, and it's a weekend course, so that's really terrify you people. We're not trained for all that right there. It does not appear as if he got a normal shot. I don't know how they're injecting these shots, but usually I've seen my kids get shots on their legs and the needle's out longer and you push it. You push it down.
Yeah, I mean, every indication...
And then he's spinning it. Like, why was he spinning the needle in the arm?
Every indication of this thing that he's doing it. I mean, you're watching his finger. It never pushes it down. It doesn't even look like he even stuck it in. I mean...
No, it looks like he sticks it in there.
But why would you stick it in there and not push the thing down? That would even make even less sense.
He's fidgeting with it. He's messing
Here
with
we
it.
go. We're going to run this again on the deal. Here we go.
No, see, he puts his finger on it, pulls it out, and then does something.
But he never pushes it down.
You see how he pulls the thing up, though? Why would you pull the thing
up?
We need a doctor on.
Nurse.
Do you know what we should ask Dr. Kelly?
That whole thing, yes. That whole thing doesn't make any sense at all. He never pushes the the top
Diane
part
on
of it.
Facebook writes in empty vial. I get the flu shot to get a flu shot to get sick. No, thank you. I get what she's saying now. Or that word.
Yeah, that doesn't need.
I don't get why he pulls it back out though. Why would you pull it up?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I have no.
If you're injecting inward, why would you pull upward?
Yeah, the whole thing. I mean,
but even if you go on and watch the full length video, I believe it was on Channel 4, where we got that link too. The nurse is standing there the whole time, and he has this weird look to his face, like something went wrong, but he doesn't want to say it. Like there's no facial expression going on with him. All the other people are kind of talking and moving around. You guys should go on and check it out.
Yeah, I mean,
it's very bizarre.
Yeah, the whole thing is like...
We need our tinfoil hats.
Yes.
Dang it.
Of that. It is. I think there is no question in my mind. That guy, whatever it is, there was I don't even know, because like I say, he's kind of behind. You don't shoot somebody with it usually in your vein. Usually they wrap your deal and then they shoot you right here, like in the forearm, da-da-da-da.
No, you get in the arm.
Well, I know I got a lot of them when I was in with the spider bite, and they were always hitting me like right in the veins here. Boom, boom.
They were probably injecting the spider venom. Don't they inject you?
Yeah, no, they were just taking blood samples.
Oh, well, yeah, that's way different. That's way different than a shot.
And that, but I mean, even so, they're doing that
But no, they typically give it to them in the arm. My kids always got them. Well, now that they're older, my older ones will get it in the arm, but they usually get them in the leg. But no, something's off about that. It's very strange.
It is, and going across to what I mean.
And then it's sad that people are getting shots, and you're wondering, did they get the shot or did they not get the shot? Who's lying to us about the shot?
Yeah,
like this is the world that we live in right now. You can't even go get a freaking shot and wonder what the hell's in there.
Yeah, and if you do get the shot, are you going to pass out on the whole?
Is your face going to get paralyzed?
Yeah, is your face going to get paralyzed? You're going to have
Are you going to faint while driving home?
Yeah, and I mean, Dr. Victory brought it out on that. She's allergic to like some of the compounds that are in there, and they're good. So is it going to work? Is it not going to work?
Right.
Where what is the whole enchilada behind all this thing? Because and the bottom line of this stuff is what happens pretty soon when you have no faith in our voting system. You don't trust anything the government officials or government or anything is saying to you. Again, you're down.
That's sad.
Yes, you're down to Banana Republic.
It really is sad.
I mean, I've said it, teachers again. LA teachers are sitting there, and we went through this whole gamut yesterday of all that across the globe, across the United States, not wanting to go back to schools. What was the point of retrofitting all the schools and putting up all the barriers in the classrooms and then canceling the school year? I mean, we spent tens, hundreds of $1 million on top of everything else we've done for nothing? To keep the schools closed? I mean, and now they want to, they keep coming. It's excuse after excuse after excuse. We can't go back to class.
Right.
I mean, why don't you just say, we don't want to go back. We're done. Public schools, as we know them, are out. And
for now,
we'll
have a little faith.
We'll figure this a year and a half.
Have a little faith, okay? We're not trying to get negative here. Stop it.
A half.
I'm
canceled
just saying, it's
a whole
end
school
up going
year.
back at some point.
Canceled a whole school year.
Okay. Whole school year. What the hell's wrong with you? Moving on.
Thank you.
Yep. But I do want to give a shout out to my kindergarten's teacher today, Miss Mercado. She is an amazing teacher, and my kid's school has a lot of teachers that are great, so I'm not saying that, but this one she's amazing. I love it. Distance learning is not the best time for any parent right now, but the way she does it, it was a great time.
That was the understatement of the year.
I know, but I'm trying to make it positive because I want to be happy, damn it.
Yeah,
today she did a whole fun day with the kids, and all my kids were they were so... And I don't want to piss off anybody, but they were kind of upset because this teacher's over here. The kids are all having a great time on the computer. One of my sons joined in and helped out my younger one But it was so nice to see them engage with the classmates and have a good day. It was a beautiful thing, considering what we're going through right now. Anyways,
yes, it is. No, it's absolutely incredulous of what goes on this whole thing. And it is. I mean, the cream always rises to the top. There's always you can take the world's worst anything, big organization. I don't care. Store, schools, police department. There's you take the worst one. There's always going to be shining stars in the midst.
Well, I wanted to give her a shout out, so don't follow that with the negative Roy comment.
No, and I'm not. But I mean,
tell her good job.
She does a great job, and I'm saying,
does.
There's shining stars in there, even in the depths of despair of this thing. I wish more of her and her colleagues would come out and say, "Hey, let's stop the madness."
Right.
Not, "Oh, we need to lock down our schools and county for a month."
The good. Stop.
Well, I will stop when they say, "Hey, we're ready to go," and I will be there cheerleading and standing behind them, giving them the big thumbs up. Give me something to be positive about.
I'm trying, but I just don't see any of it, so I quit.
I did. I said,
okay.
This is a good one. Pepsi, Coca-Cola?
Are you going to try it?
No, probably. Well, I might take a sip of it, but I don't like any of that battery acid, in my opinion, stuff.
I was talking to our viewers. Why wouldn't you try it? You'll take it. Well, you said you would. You take a sip.
Yeah, just to see what it tastes like. I doubt that I would be going down and buying a 24-pack of the stuff.
So, now I'm wondering, by the image of it, it looks like it's supposed to taste like hot cocoa or resemble a flavor of hot chocolate. Would you agree?
Probably, yeah.
With the marshmallows and the chocolate. However, when I first came across this, it seems like they're kind of trying to come up on Coca-Cola.
No.
You know what? I quit. No, I'm just kidding. Take it away. I'm done trying.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, it is. I got to give them E for effort. It's a pretty crafty way of doing it.
I like the design of it. It looks cute.
Yeah, it is it's a pretty crafty way. I'm curious to see if Coca-Cola actually sues them on this on like copyright infringement or something like that.
I don't think they can because they did it in quotes. I think that's how they
got
out of that one.
If not, like I say, it's a clever way of trying to attract some customers over to your side of the fence on this deal. So it is that. No, I just don't like per se soft drinks, carbonated drinks in general for any the stuff makes me more thirsty. It dries out my throat. I just don't drink the stuff. Don't like it. Not saying other people do. That's fine. I'm just not my thing.
Everybody buy Roy Coke for Christmas.
Yeah.
Jim writes it on Facebook. I see a lawsuit from Coke.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious
That's what I
about.
saw, and I was a little disappointed. And then to go with such a wacky flavor, hey, that's great if you love hot chocolate and you want it in soda form, but kind of odd. I don't know. Just my opinion. My mom's a Pepsi lover, so I thought I'd kind of...
Billionaire Bezos' Amazon warehouse employees depend on food stamps in 9 states. Of that, this is on business of that. There's been gazillions of studies on that, and they try and run the class for warfare. Businesses are not charitable organizations. They're there to make money. They do whatever it takes to make money. Bezos didn't get to be the world's richest guy, or Elon Musk, or any of these other guys, Warren Buffett, by being, nice guys. So, bottom line is the bottom line. You got to make a profit out of this stuff. You're out there to crush your competitors. That's what businesses do. Businesses don't know any other color than but the green dollar bill. If you know, again, it's your choice to work for Amazon or not. It's your choice to buy stuff from Amazon. It's your choice to buy products that are made in China, India, with slave labor, with no environmental regulations or anything else, or like the whatever it was, North Pole or whatever it was, jacket company that wouldn't sell 400 jackets to the oil and gas company when oil and gas are used in specifically in the jackets that are being made that they asked for. The hypocrisy of this stuff. You know what? If all the greenies were on this stuff, then don't buy. You're the ones that are probably buying the most of this stuff. Buying it from Walmarts, the Amazons, or whatever on all this stuff. On the online shopping and this and that. I mean, there's an easy way to stop that. Don't buy if you disagree with this, don't buy products from them.
I think the point of the article was that he's the richest man in the world, yet 4,000 employees are on food stamps, which, as you're saying, he didn't get where he was for charitable causes.
Yes.
However, I don't know. Why are they on food stamps if they have a job? That doesn't make sense to me.
That's the whole crazy system that you don't like me talking about.
I know, but you do it anyways. Even when I'm doing a good segment, you still Roy it. Wait till the camera's gone, buddy.
Yes, am I really? Can we? Maybe we'll stretch the show out for another hour so I can have another.
I don't have time for that. But really, it's not his job to make sure that you have your job.
Quickly, we got to do the nutrition with Roy. 11 frozen foods to leave on the grocery store shelves. They all seem to be frozen food. And I'll eat practically anything. But you frozen foods.
Yes.
Whatever. Banquet, Salisbury steak with meat and mashed potatoes, Hungry Man boneless chicken, all this stuff. I mean, there isn't... Most of this stuff is on... Find the one that you wanted on there.
Okay, so like you're saying, it's mainly all...
Yes, it tastes like cardboard.
It's all frozen food. The toast. We have these in our freezer, so no, I won't. Chicken pot pie. Who doesn't eat those, especially around wintertime? I love them. The thing that got me the most was the pizza. So this brand claims to be a little bit healthy. It has a healthier choice. You would think, hey, it's not that bad. 1,320 calories for half a pizza, 72 grams of fat, 3,180 milligrams of sodium. That's insane.
Those things are filled.
Insane.
Those things are filled with chemicals, BS. In my opinion, that's why I don't eat them. I just, ugh. And they do. Not only that, they taste like. You might as well be eating cardboard. It's better than starving to death, but barely, in my opinion, of that.
Where's my music?
Of that.
Which one's it on?
There
there
you go. So we'll end the show on that. Of that.